Hello everyone, Coach Lockey here, PGA Golf Professional. In today's video, we are talking how to hit longer, straighter golf drives. For the regular viewers of the channel, I definitely want longer and straighter golf drives, and I hope you do too. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how amateurs compared to pros move in the golf swing in a lateral movement, so away and towards the target. First up, we're going to be talking about amateur swings and what I see on a daily basis in the lesson studio. So let's get straight into it. Let's start with one of the most common golf swing mistakes amateurs come into the lesson bay thinking that they want to achieve. We're going to be talking about the relationship between the center of your torso and the center of your pelvis. What I see in my lessons and ideas that people have when they come into the studio is to kind of get a disconnection between the center of your torso and the center of your pelvis in the backswing. So you get your upper body shifting over to your sort of trail foot and your pelvis kind of stays more towards the target, and you get this reverse K kind of idea and feeling. And this just isn't what many great drivers on the TV, great golfers at your club are probably doing. And we're seeing more and more of this pattern through systems like gears, 3D motion capture, those kind of things, is where the center of the torso and the center of the pelvis stay more on top of each other in the backswing than what, again, you guys down that lens might be thinking, trying to achieve this sort of stretch back, upper body goes back, lower body stays forward. But good drivers of the golf balls, guys on TV, you'll see that the center of the torso and the center of the pelvis, when you get to the top of the swing, are very much in line with each other. Now, they will separate, but it's much, much later in the golf swing for good drivers of the golf ball that are hitting longer and straighter golf drives. And this is something, along with speed, I'm trying to add into my driving, because I was definitely one for getting all the way back here because I felt like that was going to help me hit up more on my driver, because years and years ago when I was an amateur, I used to be like 6 down with driver, and to feel like I wanted to hit up on it, I felt like I had to get all the way back here and stay back here. But then, like regular viewers of the channel know, I can hit a big block, I can hit a nice hook. But with this golf swing change, it is getting better. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel and you are a regular viewer, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that big red subscribe button as well. Turn on all your notifications so you don't miss any of my new uploads. But that separation between the center of your torso and the center of your pelvis needs to happen much later in the golf swing. So what I want you to try and feel when you're practicing at the driving range next, or out on the golf course having a practice, if you're someone that feels like your lower body is kind of staying more static and not really moving away and towards the target in the backswing, but your upper body is, I want you to try this in your golf swing. Set yourself up. I want you to try and feel like this center of your torso stays much more on top of the center of your pelvis. I want you to feel like even if you start to move up a little bit, not too much of a problem, because then you can start to push down more in the downswing, but try and feel like you're a lot more centered in your backswings. And then as you start to come down, you will be centered still. But what we see from the great drivers of the golf ball that are hitting longer and straight drives is the separation kind of starts to come from lead arm parallel to the floor. Once that lead arm is parallel to the floor and you've still got your center of your torso and center of your pelvis on top of each other, that's where you'll start to see the pushes and the center of your torso start to move back in that downswing, and you get those classic sort of positions that you see on the TV and with great drivers of the golf ball. We want to hit long, straight drives, don't we? Make sure you give this a try. Film yourself from straight on. Next time you're at the range, get a camera, sort of hip height, nicely dead in line with you, 90 degrees from your target line. And then once you're all set up, video yourself. Are you someone that drifts too much with your upper body away from the target? Let's get rid of it. I promise you, good drivers of the golf ball, they're staying much more centered and on top of each other until they start their downswings. Again, if you do this, it's going to allow you to do a lot of other things great in the golf swing as well. Moving your shoulders in the right way, shallow that golf club, those kind of ideas. It's going to set you up for a much better sequence in your golf swing to allow you to strike that golf ball better, hitting longer and straighter golf drives. Set myself up, really feel like I'm turning on top, nothing really moving away from that target. And then as I start to push down, it stays there. But when I get to lead arm parallel to the floor, I'm going to start pushing and then create that space between center of my torso and center of my pelvis. Tiny bit heely, but it's a good drive, and that is finding fairway. Let me know in the comments down below, is this something that you've thought about in your golf swing? Have you had a lesson on it in the past? I'd love to know down in the comments down below. If this video helps, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and if you're enjoying the channel, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Thanks all for watching. See you in the next one.